Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Jess De Los Santos. Despite suspending the use of AstraZeneca's vaccine on people below 60 years old, health officials clarify that the Oxford-made jab is still safe and effective. FDA Director General Eric Domingo joins us over the phone to discuss that. Good afternoon, sir.
Hi, good afternoon, Jeff.
Sir, so first off, what happens now to those who have already been fully vaccinated and those who are just waiting for their second dose of AstraZeneca?
Well, if they've been vaccinated and then they've completed the dose and they haven't had any of the adverse events, and that's fantastic. Now that means they have nothing to worry about. And for those who are waiting for their second dose, all of the advisories will come before the second dose, and they have to rest easy, because all of the adverse events that have been reported in Europe actually happened after the first dose. So if you went through the first dose and you're fine and you don't feel anything, then the second dose is going to be not a problem for you.
So just to clarify, this whole order does not necessarily mean that AstraZeneca is not safe.
Oh, yeah. It's a very, very rare, unusual side effect. So what's being investigated in Europe now is that, after so many million of patients who were vaccinated, a few were noted to have this decrease in the number of platelets and some blood clotting. So they're still just really trying to see what the actual connection is. So just to be cautious, especially now that we have a pause, because we don't have any more AstraZeneca vaccines, we have very few left. We just want to take a pause and then review all of the data so that once the new vaccines come in, the new batches, then we can be guided more accordingly and just, know what to watch out for and the precautions to take.
Okay, now on another topic, the FDA has also approved ivermectin for compassionate use of one hospital. Are you at liberty to at least disclose the number of patients who will use this drug?
Well, no, I'm sorry, I don't have that information now. I just know that the hospital did apply for it and it was granted. No, I mean, that means that they complied with all of the requirements, the registration of the product from the country of origin, and of course that the doctor takes full responsibility for its use.
Okay, so to clarify, it means that ivermectin can only be used in that particular facility for a specific set of patients.
Yes, compassionate special permit is very particular for the patients that they ask it for and for the hospital where it will use. So in case the hospitals need a drug, each and every hospital has to apply for it if it's not available here and they want to bring it in under the compassionate use.
So given that, sir, that particular hospital cannot add patients who will be at least using ivermectin.
Yeah, they have to use it in the hospital, within the hospital.
Okay, now
for their own patients there.
All right, so some reports also state that ivermectin can cause mild to severe side effects such as brain damage. Now, under the compassionate use, who will be held liable for these adverse events?
The doctor who requests it and then who uses it. So it's very important when doctors use medicine under compassionate special permit that they discuss it with their patients well, so that the patients understand the risks and the benefits of the drug.
Mm-hmm. Now, given that as well, are you expecting more hospitals or agencies to carry out such requests now that you have approved one that will serve in a way as a precedent?
But I would think so. I mean, it's possible, but I can't really tell. So, because the compassionate special permit route has always been open naman for all drugs, and this is the first time that the hospital applied.
All right. Thank you very much for your time this afternoon, FDA Director General Eric Domingo. Some barangays in Caloocan City have started distributing cash assistance to low-income families. But some residents are complaining after finding out that they're not part of the list. Marian Enriquez is joining us live from Caloocan City for the details. Marian, what are the biggest concerns so far?
Yes, Jess, more than 50 barangays here in Caloocan City have started distributing cash assistance of 1,000 to 4,000 pesos, but not without hiccups, as some residents complain that they were not included in the list. One of them is Alexa Valdemar, a mother of 4. Valdemar was not able to claim her ayuda because she didn't have a social amelioration program form and a cell phone. Qualified residents are required to present a text message containing their confirmed schedule. The city LGU officer in this area said residents who change mobile numbers will just have to wait for the text. Meanwhile, Bagong Silang, the biggest barangay in Caloocan, has not started its payout. The barangay secretary said that they are still waiting for the schedule from the LGU. Some residents, like 71-year-old jeepney driver Jaime de la Rosa, complained about not receiving any assistance even if he was listed in the LTFRB beneficiaries. The same goes with Dina Gahudo, who has not received a single cent since last year. Both of their names were not in the list for the latest aid rollout. Here's what they had to say.
Masama loob po talaga sa gobyerno natin, ba't hindi pare-parehas sila magbigay? Dapat pare-parehas, walang pilihan. Ganun dapat ang gawin nila. Mas magaling pa nga bahay-bahay nila para makita kung sino talaga yung nabigyan. Hindi eh.
Binabudget na lang namin sa isang araw talaga pinakaano na yung 200. Isang araw na yun. Minsan di ka na mag-aalmusal kasi 200 din nakakasya. Malaking bagay para sa amin na makakuha. Kasi bakit sila nakakuha? Apektado rin naman kami.
Just here in Glorieta, Tala, the city social welfare department officers are strictly implementing the no SAP form, no valid ID and text message, no entry rule. Those who have complaints can go to the grievance desk in the city hall. Jess?
All right, thank you for those updates and stay safe. That was Marian Enriquez reporting live from Caloocan. Here are the other stories we're keeping our eyes on. The Transportation Department has ordered the immediate isolation of railway personnel who are identified as close contacts of COVID-positive personnel, those awaiting test results, and symptomatic employees. This comes after over 500 railway personnel of MRT3, LRT Lines 1 and 2, and PNR tested positive for the virus. Despite this, operations of rail lines will continue under limited capacity. The Supreme Court announced that the next oral arguments on the anti-terror law will be conducted virtually. The public can still monitor the developments through live audio streaming. The SC also said that the next oral arguments will be held 2 weeks after the lifting of ECQ in NCR Plus or as early as April 27. Meralco customers will see higher bills this month due to higher generation costs amid tighter supply in Luzon during the onset of dry season. Meralco will increase its household rate by 0.087 centavos, bringing the overall rate for April to around 8.40 pesos per kilowatt hour from 8 pesos and 31 centavos per kilowatt hour in March. This means that households consuming 200 kilowatt hours will see an increase of 17 pesos in their April bill. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World Online. Visit our website, onenews.ph. For more in-depth analysis, you can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I'm Jess De Los Santos. We are One News.